Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My air conditioner is running, number one. Number two, this is going to be handheld for the first portion, and then we will mount the camera and be a little more steady. I thought today that we would look at what I have left over for my fall kit. Remember, I made a big one. I made a big kit, and I'll go back through all of the reasons why it was a big kit. And I just wanted to show you my desk, kind of show you what I have still left to play with. And I have played with a lot. You will have recently seen this tag. I don't think at the end of the video I had placed the words on there. So that's what it looks like with the words. Good to be home. I'm in love with that tag. I still have not finished my second one, but we'll work on that. Never fear. But this is just portion of my fall kit plus my November Good to Be Home collection. I think that's the name of the collection. Yeah, that's the name of the collection by Echo Park. So that was my November collection obsession. Now I want to show you what's over to the left side. This is what I hide the majority of the time when I'm scrapbooking. So you're going to hear my squeaky floor. But this is all of my texture pieces that I had added in this month. So we've got my cotton there, that dish towel, and that I showed you that spiderweb stuff, burlap, and gauze. Have a sweater weather 6x6 mega pad that I've been playing with. I've used a lot of it. And my sticker books, my book page from Teresa. Her channel is For the Love of Paper Crafting. I have a lot of embellishment packs, rub-ons still left. Yeah, and then this is the stuff I've been fiddling with, making little clusters. And now we're going to walk around this way. In this container, I have my fall dies and the pens that I had pulled out to play with, to color. And this is what's left of my fall kit. This is the papers that are left. Now I'm going to mount this and we're going to talk about what's going to happen with these papers. First, I want to show you something else. This up here is my fall, it's my little tree. I call it my Thanksgiving tree. And I think I'm going to share a little more about this, but if not, I'll go ahead and do some close-ups so that you can see. A little more detail there. Let's see if I can get that to focus there. So I just die cut some leaves, basically, and I used these tiny little clothespins to hang my leaves. My husband made fun of it. He said it needs more leaves. And he made fun of the fact that I have different leaves from different trees on one tree. And I was like, that's not the point. That's not the point at all. But anyway, that is my Thanksgiving tree. I love it. And maybe I will add more leaves. Who knows? Maybe I'll keep playing with it. It does look a little sparse. Okay, let's go to the desk. Now, full disclosure, I'm feeling a little under the weather today. I think I can hear it in my voice. I don't know if you can or not. But I wanted to talk about what I have left over to play with and what I'm going to do when I start breaking all of this down. Because I had said for Collection Obsession this month that I was going to do 10 layouts. I have 6 of those layouts completed. I have 4 more to go. This is all I have left of my kit that I had made. And underneath this is layout number 7 that I'm going to start working on. But when I got to this point, I started realizing when I wrap this up, I need to start pulling my December kit out, and then my winter kit, and then, it's a new year. It's a new year. So we're rocking right along, friends. Uh, and I'm running out of time. So this would be a good place to evaluate where I am and make some plans about going forward. So this was a cover to an Elizabeth Crafts paper pad that I love. I love these hexagons. I also love this. This is an amazing pattern. So I definitely want to keep that in play. I also have used a lot 49 and Market. And part of that is because of the prompt this month that we used for our friends and sketches. I think we've changed that to sketchy friends. But I've got all of these branding strips that I still want to use. So we're keeping those. This is just a beautiful soft color that I think can blend in. Going to keep that scrap. And I have all of these white pieces that I've cut down that I think, because I've got an album class coming up in the new year, I'll go ahead and start cutting mats, like those 2x2s, 2x3s. A lot of album classes use those weird sizes. So I think I'll just go ahead and get some cut up. These are the scraps that I want to keep. Either one side or the other, I still love and I still want to play with. So, yeah, this is where we are. And that is black scraps, white scraps. I need to go ahead and make those decisions. Get the task done. This is a cluster that I have made. And we've got more scraps that I'm keeping. This is a very thin piece of paper, but I like it, and I'm keeping it. More branding strips. This is the rest of that paper. Here, this is textured cardstock that I'm not using that as mats. So all of these pieces of scraps I have determined I want to keep, and all of these white pieces of cutoffs I need to trim. Okay, so that was a fairly easy decision to make. Those decisions were easy. Now we're getting down to bits and pieces of, like this alpha. I've used up almost all the, there's an I. I was going to say I've used up all the vowels. And I have one I and two O's. I can use the zeros as O's. And that's, I have a U. And sometimes Y's. I've got two of those. Yeah, so that's what I have left of that alpha. I've condensed it. This is what I have left of these foam stickers. I've condensed them down to one sheet. This is what I have left of my Pooh. I think this was the original Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, and that's all I have left of it. This is from a random sticker from some other puffy thing. And I had 2 sticker sheets from my collection, and I've not touched this one, but I've used some of that. And here's more scraps that I want to keep. I want to play with these. Now, I don't know that I'm going to get all of this in these 4 layouts that I have yet to do, but I'm going to try. I'm going to put my thinking cap on, and I'm going to try to get a lot of this used. And what scraps that I don't use, because remember, when I made this collection, when I made the fall kit, I don't need to keep any of it. All of it was extra. Everything that I have in my fall kit, I still have on my shelves. I still have the full collections on my shelves. So it's all extra. And as we're rolling toward the end of fall, it still gives me pause to get rid of it. If I'm being honest, I'm bothered by getting rid of it. So this is where, you know, I know throughout the year you've seen me make decisions and it seemed like I was making quick decisions. That's the power of video. I'm being real with you right now when I say I have all of that paper over there and I do not want to get rid of it. I don't have to. No one's making me. I just don't have space for it. So I'm going to have to make a decision, and possibly, you know, we may see it again next year. That may be the kit that I play with next fall. And I'm okay with it. I really am. I love every bit of it. So we may have just made a decision, friends. That may be my decision. This is the kit that I'm working with for layout number 7. And now let's go through this stuff. So I had brought out this Mente Autumn book because I thought that I might cut some of these out. And I feel like these need to be a little fancier than the layouts that I have been completing. So this kind of gives me some inspiration maybe to go all in, just all in fall. Okay, these are from Simple Vintage Farmhouse Garden, and I felt like, and I used some, but I felt like I could use more of these on my pages, and that's still a possibility. I thought I would use some of these on my pages. I rolled these over from spring, and then I rolled them into summer, both of these, and I really haven't used them. So these are going to go back with my spring. We're going to try them again next year, and we'll see. We will see. This is from last year. I played with this last year, but still, I love it, and I don't want to get rid of it. So that is the kind of, oh yeah, and these are from the film. These are the holes, but I thought I could do a cute little design or something with these. So I've held on to those. They're fall colors. That is where we are kind of catching up and figuring out how I want to clean up and move forward into Christmas. When I make a decision about how I'm going to store all of that fall paper, because there's no room on the shelf. I cannot put that paper back on the shelf. I've already closed that door. I've got to come up with a different plan. Yeah. So when I cross that bridge, I'll bring you along and we'll talk about it. Okay? Come back and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.